the revolutionary ankle lock system, an integrated brace built into the boots, delivering unrivaled support, protecting ligaments from twists, tears, and trauma.
Regan Slaymaker for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and R Kings, and I have the pleasure to be joined by the former WBC flyweight world champion, Charlie Edwards. Charlie, it's a pleasure talking to you. Ahead after another title win, mate. How is it adding another title to the collection?
It's great, it feels like my first again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love the sport of boxing and I dedicate my life to it and I give it my all. And like, I'm chasing legacy. I've won titles at three weight divisions now: flyweight, superfly, and bantamweight. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really, really collecting the straps, and I have done from a young age. But winning another title is no different. It feels great. It puts me in the right position, especially moving back down from bantamweight to super flyweight, in the division that I know I can dominate at, which one I should have been probably at for a very long time, after I moved up from flyweight. But I had a lot of kind of issues and traumas with the making weight, the flyweight weight limit. So it scared me, it really put me off it. So I jumped up two weight divisions and tried to grow into it. But reality was, when I'm getting in there with like my last opponent, who looked like two weight classes above me, he looked so much bigger than me. I'm just giving advantages away for no reason, you know what I mean? Even though I thought I still won that fight, and Steve Gray had me winning that fight on away soil, um, I was boxing above my weight and
Mm.
still doing that to people. So it made sense, after we had really discussed it with my nutritionist, my team, Stephen, that we were going to move down to super flyweight division. And when I done that, I picked a great opponent in Salvador Juarez, the Mexican, who's had some great wins and very tough and very dangerous, whom not many people would have picked to fight straight away. So it was like, for me, it was a no-brainer, and it's good to be back in the super flyweight and now aiming for big world title honors. I just won the WBC International, probably going to put me up in the top 10. I think I'm ranked number 11 in the world at super flyweight on Box Rec. So I'm knocking on the big names, and I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely, mate, as well. Before we get into that, you mentioned there you're a boxing champion in three weight divisions, obviously with that
Yeah,
WBC flyweight world title.
yeah,
Some fighters don't get to win some fighters don't get to win titles at one weight division, let alone
yeah.
three. Obviously your career's far from over, Charlie, but
Mm.
do you ever have time to look back at like those? Because winning titles in three weight divisions
Yeah.
is a massive step, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because like I feel like over these last few years, especially because I got so much success so early in my professional career, and I had a good few stagnant years, which I was only fighting once a year for like 5 years, and I couldn't get nothing going, or I was in the Who Needs 'em club, and I obviously made a few bad decisions and stuff, which is very well documented, as everyone sees. But now, like through that time of maturity and growing as an individual, it's allowed me to really take it all in, especially now getting back into these big fights. Like I've had four consecutive championship fights back to back,
Mm.
and been kept active by Nissa and Keller Sauerland and Wasserman, which I've got to be very grateful for. Do you know what I mean? They've really gone above and beyond for me, so can't sing their praises enough. But looking back, um, when I really it's a pinch myself moment. Like, I'm 32 now, yeah. I've been at the top of boxing since I was 14 years of age. Yeah,
Mm.
I've had some little down periods of years, but I've been in big time boxing from the ages of fighting for England, winning European gold medals, to getting on GB at 15, to traveling the world for 6 years, going to the 2012 Olympic qualifiers at 18 years of age and just missing out against someone who qualified, and winning European bronze medals. And like, I've had such a stellar career up until this point, and have done like and been at the top of boxing. And then I went pro. Then I went had an early world title. Well, I won my first title in my fifth fight for the English title. Then I fought for the IBF world title against John Real Casemiro in my ninth fight. Like, who does that? A two-weight world champion who was an absolute monster. And if it was
Mm.
today's age, and I had fought him, he would have been touted like Bam Rodriguez, or like the media behind it would have been crazy, but it just was before that time. And I got beat, and I come back and won the WBC world title. But I also picked up many titles along the way: British, English, European, WBA Intercontinentals. I've had like 3 or 4 international WBC titles. Like I've been collecting straps for years and years, and there's no sign of me slowing down either. I feel like I'm really coming into the peak of my professional career now. I have a level headed on my shoulder, very experienced, very mature, never lived a better life. And I feel like the best is still yet to come. There's still to come. Like there's still many levels I can go through, and I do believe I will be a multi-weight world champion.
Definitely. I mean, it's a scary, scary thought to say that Charlie Edwards still has a lot left to give with what you've won already, Charlie, as
Mm.
well. Well, I saw a bit of a clip of an interview. You sort of mentioned it there with the making weight of flyweight and kind of moving up 2 weights. I see a clip that you were talking about kind of you didn't with the Mexican whole things after the whole saga with Julio Cesar Martinez. I mean, which I think we don't have time to go into everything that Julio Cesar Martinez has done, obviously since your fight and testing positive and things like that. But
On my
I,
fight, and
on
then it
your
was, and it
yeah,
on my fight,
yeah,
it got hushed under the carpet. On my fight, my fight is when he failed his first,
yeah.
and
I mean,
then got signed and whatnot. It was crazy,
I mean,
crazy journey. But we
it's
don't need to
it's
go back into that.
no, no, definitely. But I feel, but I see a clip you with the win against Juarez, who was a Mexican as well. You were kind of saying in this clip that you've closed the chapter on that now. Is where you've beaten a Mexican as convincingly as you did on Friday night. That chapter's kind of over now. You can move on from it. Is that right? I'm not. I don't want to
Yeah,
put words into your mouth.
100%. I allowed a demon to like, if you like, the younger Charlie Edwards, it really traumatized me and made me scared.
Mm,
Like, and it actually allowed me to like not want to visit that demon in my mind ever again. Like it wanted me to hide from it. But as the years have gone on, like through all the craziness I've actually been through and what I've had to walk through, and to get me back to where I am, coming from the fucking graveyard.
mm,
Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest. I've battled through each and every demon in my own mind. And that's why I am who I am today and why I am where I am today. So when it come up the opportunity to a Mexican at first, I'm not gonna lie, it popped up and I was like, oh, it even come back, it relived in me. And then I sat on it and dwelled on it. I was like, nah. So the only way I'm gonna grow through this and get better and go where I need to go is fucking face it,
mm.
walk through the fire. Let's go. Let's show, like, I'll show myself who I am, how I am. Do you know what I mean? And that means this fight, it was a demon crushed in my mind. And coming on from this fight, I'm only going to be 20 times better. And I know that I can feel it already because I have battled through the demons, and I'm started over these last good few years. I've got very comfortable at being uncomfortable,
Mm.
and I'm getting addicted and obsessed with being uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm enjoying the process, and like I'm growing and learning and developing more than I ever have because I'm facing myself, and it's
I mean,
always you against you in this world.
definitely. In terms of that confidence, I want to say I've seen kind of the same changes in confidence in kind of Chantal Cameron and like her last, maybe not fights, but in her camps as well. How important has Stephen Smith been in kind of building that confidence in you guys as well in the whole
Yeah,
camp?
he's been a major player in the game to get me to this, because he's made me believe in myself again. As well as my own wife, she's
Mm,
done since the day I met her. She has slowly like helped me become the man I am today. And Stephen has been a major player in that as well. Since we linked up together, now it's been must be coming up like nearly 3 years now, 2.5 years ago. Um, and he's the way he talks to you, the way he dissects things, the kind of person he is, the way he lives his life, the morals of the man, what he actually puts into you, and how much effort and energy. And when he says he's going to do something, he follows through with it. It makes so much difference. And obviously his knowledge of boxing. Do you know what I mean? It's another level, the way he breaks down and explains it. And to be fair, like I can see that happen to Chantel. Like I was actually when me and Chantel was in a WBC convention, we had the conversation when she was stuck in no man's land. And because I've known Chantel for many of years, I know what kind of person she is. I had a conversation with her when we was at that thing and she was stuck. She didn't know what to do. And I was like, listen, trust me, come and try Stephen. You will not regret it. And I think that's been the best decision she's made because them two linking up has showed how much she's gained and improved and how much she's happy. And listen, a happy fight is a dangerous fight. There's no more cliche thing you can say in this game. When everyone in your team is in the right mindset and you're all pushing around with positive, clean energy and you've got a goal and you're all reaching it and all believing it, it doesn't matter about the outside side noise. It don't matter about what he said, she said, the social media channels, the people who are discussing what they think about you. When you all know, that's when the power happens and the magic happens and you all go to that place. So yeah, he's been a godsend to me.
Definitely as well. I mean, after the fight as well, you said, I mean, big fights only now, big
Yeah.
names in the division. I mean, the biggest name in the division is Jesse Bam Rodriguez. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously he's got that unification there. I mean, I'm not saying that is next up. I've no right to say that, but I mean, what a storyline that would be, especially with the fight with your brother Sonny. That would be if you then got the opportunity to fight him. I mean, it'd be some sort of story, wouldn't it? That would be Charlie.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to really take my hat off to Bam Rodriguez and show him
Mm,
nothing but respect.
mm,
You know, he is a hell of a fighter. He's one of the pound for pound greats. Um, but this is what I'm in the sport of boxing for. I've always been in it. I want to fight the best. I want to fight the man. And Bam Rodriguez is the man of the division, and I want to fight him. You can call me deluded, and everyone will probably say I'm deluded. But what I think, and what my team think, and what we know is a completely different scenario to what everyone else is looking in at. And it's a fight that I really, really do want. There's history, there's a background behind it. As people know, he beat my brother. Um, I know, I know, and my brother knows. Even that wasn't the best Sonny Edwards in that ring because we know what went on. We know everything that's gone on with my
mm,
brother in the last few years, and Bam is someone I want
mm.
100%. But I show him nothing but respect, and I would be a fool not to. Um, like I said, people can call me deluded. Do I think I beat Bam Rodriguez? I think I can definitely beat Bam Rodriguez.
I mean, definitely it'd be a massive, massive fight. And I don't think it's delusion at all, Charlie. Like people need to remember, you won the world title in the weight division below.
The thing
That's
is, the thing is, Bam Rodriguez has been on my radar and in my mindset and in my visions and in my visualization process ever since I sat there and watched him with my brother.
hmm,
He's been there. I've watched him. I've been studying him. Although be it I was nowhere near him at the time and I was up and at a weight division, he's held a place in my life,
hmm.
you know, because of it and because of being in the lighter weight divisions and never knowing what can come of it or one fight, two fights, three fights. Who knows like what could have happened. So yeah, it's one of them things that is it really relights my fire. Um, as well, he's with Matchroom,
Hmm.
my old promoter. That things don't sit right with me from the past, so it can be a potential big fight. But that's God willingly it
Hmm.
happens, you know, and it's all up to the man upstairs. You know, it's God's plan, and I will just keep doing what I can do, keep bettering myself, keep improving myself, and take whatever fights next in front of me to what gets put in front of me. And I can't look too far down the line. I think I've tried to do that so much and force the issue so much along the way, and it doesn't always go like that. So I've really developed faith over my last few years, and yeah, time will tell.
Time will definitely tell. And I mean, from a biased UK perspective, I mean, I hope every single British fighter gets an opportunity to fight Bam Rodriguez, and especially you, Charlie, as a former world champion as
Well,
well.
let's be honest. We're in these games, yeah.
Hmm.
Like people will probably jump on here and say I'd get flattened, I'd get knocked out. And you know what? it's good that you've got the opinion because that's what we need in the sport of boxing. But in this day and age, everybody, every fighter, every real fighter should want to fight the best of the division. And
100%.
Bam Rodriguez is the best of the division.
Mm,
And whoever in the division would be scared to fight him shouldn't be fighting. So
mm.
I'm one step at a time. We'll see where the future holds, but it's a fight that I want.
Definitely as well. Moving on to something I don't think, well, a year ago, 2 years ago, I don't think I'd ever be
Mm.
asking you about Misfits, Charlie. But obviously
Yeah.
you were a big part of Numeiro's camp for his fight with
Yes.
Joey Essex. I mean, you were just telling me a few things off camera. I mean, obviously not defeat for Numeiro on the night on the scorecards, but obviously you've got a bit of an update regarding the whole situation with Numeiro's fight with Joey Essex.
Yes. Um, I don't care what anybody says, yeah. Even if you're pals with Joey Essex, yeah, there is no way on earth that Joey Essex won that fight. You know, like the worst it could have been was a draw. The worst. Like Mams Taylor, Nissa Sowland, Keller Sowland, everyone, the world and the world was saying it was a draw. And you can understand why they would say it was a draw because it makes perfect business sense to get another big rematch on. But I just don't see it like that. I see Numeiro should have won that fight. Um, you can't win a whole round on one punch. Like Numeiro should have won the first round. He won the second round. Then he got a standing count. So you've got to give that to Joey. But then Numeiro give him a standing count in the last round. So for me, it was like 3 rounds to one. Worst case scenario, it was a draw. But at the same time, it was absolute the fight of the night. Like, so it
Mm.
warrants a massive rematch, maybe over 6 rounds, like in the Misfits world. Um, yeah, so we've lodged an official appeal to Misfits. We had to do it within 7 days, and we have done that. Numeiro was on me straight away because everyone online and loads of comments and loads of things were flying around, and everyone was thinking Numeiro won, or there was people thinking it should have been a draw, and Joey Essex never won that fight. So it made a very big controversial thing. So Numeiro was on us straight away to get the appeal lodged, and we have officially lodged the appeal to turn over the decision or get it a draw or order an immediate rematch.
Definitely. I
But
mean,
yes,
how? Oh,
Misfits. Yes, on that note, Misfits. It's just sports entertainment, you know. There's a fine line between professional boxing and Misfits boxing, and that's what we kind of all got to understand.
mm,
Um, what sports entertainment? It's a great event. I loved it. I was gutted that I couldn't be there for the fight week because obviously I had my own business to attend, fighting the week after. But yeah, so I look after Numeiro, you know. I'm his boxing agent with my manager Anto Fitzpatrick as well. We're doing it together, and it's a great journey to be down. It's like boxing wrestling, and it's great. It brings in the views, the entertainment's great. There's bums on seats from start to finish, and it was fantastic to be involved in. But the decision was bad. It was very, very bad. And not only that, the ref was like so pro Joey Essex. You can understand why. It's in the UK. Do you know? I mean, Joey's a massive name in the UK, but when you're getting punched up in the last round and you're hanging on for dear life and you can't even stand up, and Numero's starting to set about him, then the ref breaks him apart, gives Joey a big breathing space, and doesn't give him another count or wave it off and stop him. There's something really wrong. So it's only right that we appeal the decision.
definitely. I mean, with the whole Misfit side, Charlie, as well. I mean, we'll talk about that. I mean, how? I mean, Numeiro, obviously, I don't know how you guys like come to be mates and be in the management situation, but I mean, for someone who isn't a part of the boxing world to then be in a fight that is being called Fight of the Night. I mean, you had like
Gatti
I don't.
versus Ward, they were saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Gatti versus Ward, fight of the year. Some of the
I,
the press was put in.
I think I heard someone say I think it was Oscar Bevis who shouted and called it the slow motion Hagler Hearns, which I think is
Yeah.
the best definition of it. But when you've got I mean, your friend who's going into that fight, going into a fight of the night. He's obviously, I know he had a fight before that, Charlie. But I mean, how proud of you are him for? I mean, it was a war nonetheless. Like,
Mm.
but regardless of the of what you thought people thought of the fight, both of them took a lot of punishment in there. It was a great fight. I mean, how proud are you of your friend?
I'm very proud of him, you know. Like we need to all remember, yeah, these are mega famous people who have never really boxed before,
Mm,
and they're putting it all on the line, stepping in front of the viewing figures of more than professional boxing that people get, you know,
mm,
and they're putting it all on the line, yeah. And they're not the most skillful fighters, but come on, Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes a long time to craft a boxing. Look, I've been doing it. What have I been doing it now? 21 years. Like it takes that amount of time to get to a level. So when you're only doing it for a couple of years or like a few months or 6 months, like to then go into an actual fight in front of a packed out stadium and just put it on the line and have a tear up in front of millions. You've got to give these guys credit. Come on,
mm,
like give credit where credit's due. You've got all the armchair fans and that like slating them, laughing at and taking the piss out of them. But really, put yourself in their shoes, because if you put yourself in their shoes, I don't know if you would be able to get in there and do it, because
mm,
1 minute fighting with gloves on and at each other in front of 10 people would be enough to put you off in the
mm,
sparring ring. But they're choosing to go into it when they don't have to. Them they're multimillionaires already, you know, but
mm.
they've got a love and a passion for it, and it's sports entertainment. So it's yeah, man, like you got to give credit where credit's due. And like even though I'm sitting here team Numeiro saying it how it is, yeah, like I'll still give Joey props and reward and like and gratias, you know what I mean, because he's still done it when he don't have to do it. So like this is like the new modern kind of crazy world that we live in, with these big endorphin hits that dopamine everyone wants, and it's fun to be a part of and help him and guide him as his boxing agent, you know. But I'm proud of him, you know, and he wants to go again, and he wants to get the rematch. Like we 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 should have won that fight, and that's just how it is.
Mm. And yeah, I mean, moving talking of dopamine hits in the boxing world, I mean, I can't talk to a former world champion and not talk about Canelo
Mm.
Crawford. I feel like it'd be a disgrace if I didn't, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I mean, mega fight on Saturday night, Charlie. But I mean, how are you seeing? I mean, seeing this fight between
Do you know
two
what?
tops of of the sport.
This is a unbelievable fight. An unbelievable fight. Two of the best in the game. Like, I cannot wait to watch it. You know, I was that excited, yeah, that after I won my fight, I was like to my missus, yes, we get home tomorrow. It's Friday tonight. We can sit up all night and watch Canelo Crawford. Yeah. And she was like, no, it's next week. I was like, oh man, I got too excited. I got too excited. Um, but how I see it going, you know, weight classes are weight classes for a reason. And just because I want Crawford to win. I want, because I like him. I like his style. I like everything. But my other, if I just had to pick, I say up Crawford, because I want him to. Yeah, because I want him to take over and Canelo's day be done. But when I look at it from an analyzing perspective, I'm like, right, there's weight classes for a reason. Yeah, Crawford looks massive, looks big, looks strong at the weight. There's a difference between being at that weight for a very long time and performing at the weight and looking really strong and muscular and like powerful. Because muscles don't win your fights, I'm afraid.
Mm,
Like looks doesn't aesthetic looks isn't what wins a boxing match. Canelo has been at the higher weights for a higher time, for bigger strong men, and navigated his way through. Um, Time and time again, and been boxing at heavier weights. So it's like, I don't know. It's that's what makes this fight so interesting, because we've all got a question to ask. Like, is Crawford going to be bigger, stronger? Is he going to be too fresh? Even though the age difference, not thing, but Canelo's definitely been in the bigger, the harder fights against bigger and stronger men, and been boxing professional since the ages of
so
15,
15, 16,
16.
isn't it? Yeah.
So it's like that's very a lot of miles on the clock, back to back to back to back. Where Crawford has had a fresher career, because his career really started taking off when he fought Ricky Burns, and then went on to get the bigger fights with Errol Spence and that. So I feel like Crawford is in a better in the freshest standpoint in his career. So it's a hard one to pick. My mind wants to tell me Canelo because of what he's done and who he's done it with, and the level of opposition also. But I've just got this inkling that Crawford, this is his moment. And sometimes when it's your moment, there's nothing you can do about it. It's God's plan. It's your moment. It's your time. And I think it is Crawford's time.
I mean, it's a mega fight. I mean, Charlie, we've breezed through my questions, mate. I'll leave you with the final words, though, mate. I mean, any final words? I mean, after your big win on Friday night.
It's just so good to be back, you know. It's so good to be back in a winners column. It's so good to be back at super flyweight, where I am going to dominate. And whatever God puts in front of me next, I'll be ready for. And I've just got to thank him wholeheartedly and dearly, because, like, not only what I've been through in my boxing career, but everything outside of my boxing career has formed me to the man that I am today. The highs, the lows, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the people I met who I fell out with along the way. It all has made me learn valuable lessons outside of boxing, but that also transcends into the fight game and experience. So I'm just grateful for it all.
Wicked. I'm looking forward to see what's next, Charlie Edwards. Thank you very much, mate.
Nice one. Thanks a lot.
The revolutionary ankle lock system, an integrated brace built into the boots, delivering unrivaled support, protecting ligaments from twists, tears, and trauma.